stop making this dangerous mistake when you bench press. Everybody loves the bench press. It's the king of upper body lifts. It helps you build those big, bad, bodacious pecs. But one of the things is that most people are making the same mistake constantly in their training. And what that mistake is bouncing the weight off their sternum. Now, I know that bouncing the weight off the sternum is stereotyped when you bench press. A lot of people, especially traditional athletes, will bring the bar down and boom, they'll come off their chest and try to get a bounce off the bottom of their press. But the problem is that if you start depending on that type of bench pressing, where it's called ballistic bench pressing, where you're allowing the weight to move too quick, when you start doing that, and the weight adds up from 200 to 300 to 400 pounds. Imagine how much pressure that's putting on your muscular system and skeletal system. Because the sternum, when you come down, the sternum, which is the chest plate where the muscles of the pecs originate, you got your sternum and then you got the pecs. And they originate here, and all those muscle fibers insert into your humerus. When you keep crashing down on that sternum and trying to get a benefit of a bounce, you're really putting a lot of pressure on, like I said, your skeletal system, and it could get dangerous. You could possibly lead into an injury, and underneath that sternum is your heart as well. You're putting a lot of pressure on the skeletal system, the muscle system, and vital organs like your heart that allow you to live on a daily basis. So I really do think that one of the most dangerous mistakes we're making is allowing the bar to bounce too hard off our chest. If you want your bench press to grow, here's a top hack. Come down slower and allow it to touch your chest, because if you have more control, those muscle fibers are much tougher and stronger and probably more capable of benching a lot more weight than you think. So stop making the mistake of bouncing that barbell. Start controlling your weight and making sure that your anatomy is safe in every session to become better.